Hi, beautifuls. This is Tiffany, also known as Naturally Chic. Chic is spelled SHYCC, and that's simply how you construct classy, but we do it a little naturally. I deal with fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, especially for the women over 40 and 50. So if that's your vibe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Today, we're going to start a series. It's going to be about a 4-week series. So I plan to upload every week in January. Yeah, pray for me. But I really want to talk about the emotional side of perimenopause and menopause that we really don't hear. We hear about the hot flashes and the mood swings and, really the hot flashes and all the things. But I really don't hear anyone talking about the emotional side. So if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, keep watching. From time to time, I may look down because I do have everything written down, but I really want to speak from my heart. So I was talking to my sister the other day, and as I approached 50, I turned 50 in May, so I'm going on 51. Um, and my cycles are regular. She has been with me since I was 11. So almost 40 years, she's been that bestie. She has been that bestie that you look for every month, especially when you get a little older and you start to moving a little different. You look for her every month. If y'all know, you know. And she's that one friend that you welcome to come on time. She ain't got to announce, just to make sure she show up, right? We want her to show up. So, and the thing is, so my cycle has been coming every time regular unless I was pregnant. So you have that. I've never been one of those. If I miss my cycle, I was going to go take a test. So my cycle didn't show up for 2 or 3 weeks. And I had the feeling of, the nausea. I have really bad cycles anyway. So I had the nausea, all the things, but no cycle. So of course, mama's gonna go get a test. Even though we're not trying to have no babies. But I went to take a test, it was negative, which I figured it was, and because my doctor let me know that I was on the cusp. I have the hot flashes and the mood swings and all the things. Um, and I felt a certain kind of way. Y'all, when I tell you I have been looking for menopause, I mean, looking for her, like, baby, you gonna come, because that means no more cycles. But when I thought about it, I got a little sad. Because my mother used to look, she was one of those ladies that looked for menopause to come. And I'm like, Ma, she was like, because I don't have no more babies in my womb. So I welcome it. And even though I don't want any more children, now don't get me wrong, if the Lord says yes, then it is yes. But my desire, our baby is getting ready to turn 18 years old. Everybody else is grown. The baby's 18. In 4 months, she will, well, 3 months, she'll be 18. So we don't want no more babies. But it's just something that kind of grabbed me, like, oh wow. And I didn't know that I was going to feel that way. And I'm not sure if somebody else is feeling that way, but I felt that way. And the thing is, I didn't even suppress it. And that's the first thing. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge your feelings. Somebody else may say you're crazy or why. Yes, we don't want the cycle, but it's all the other things because it's a part of you that is no longer going to be there. Let that sit. And so one of the things is acknowledging how you feel. Don't suppress it. Acknowledge it. Journal, if you will. Talk to somebody, but acknowledge it. Sit in your feelings and know that your feelings are valid. Because like I said, I've had a cycle since I was 11 and I'm getting ready to turn 51. And so that's been a big chunk of my life that every month, unless I was expecting, that she's been showing up. And she's been faithful. She's been a faithful friend. But yeah, I felt it. And at first I was like, well, why do I feel that way? Because, I was loving the fact that I did not have a cycle, that she wasn't, but it was the fact that an ending of a thing was upon me. and I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how I would feel. And I don't know if anybody else is like me, but you don't. You may go through that, and it's really emotional because it's like, okay, the thing that made me a woman, she's no longer. I mean, I'm not gonna have children, unless God says different. But it kind of struck me. It kind of struck me. It made me feel a certain kind of way, and but I acknowledged it, and I was glad I did. And so I'm here to tell you that if you're feeling that way, it's okay. It's okay. There are others that rejoice in it. There's others that may feel like that. May feel like, okay, a big part of me is leaving. Is so what makes you, when you get older, that's one of the things that will develop and move and it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel that way, the emotional side. And so when you do feel that way, acknowledge it. That's the biggest thing. Acknowledge it. Don't suppress it. Don't throw it to the back of your head. Acknowledge it. Number two, you may want to talk to someone other than a doctor, someone that's been there, whether it's a family member, want somebody that you hold dear. And if you don't have anyone, pray and ask God to bring someone to you that will understand and help you navigate your feelings, because your feelings are valid. They are so valid, because I really kind of shed a little tear, like, oh wow, this is changing, because it's the unknown. When you're for it's for me, I know, every month what we dealing with, what we're going through. You're gonna have your first 2 days, it's gonna be a little rough, then we kind of peak. But then when you go to, I don't know how I feel, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if she coming. I don't know if she not coming. We still got to be careful when we doing grown folks. We still got to be careful. But it's the unknowing. I think that gets you. And if you are a female, a lady that is in control and know your body, the part of learning your body all over again is something that will play with your psyche, because now I have to learn me again at my big age. Mm, something to think about. Something to think about. And it's the emotional attachment, because we are attached to this cycle, especially if you've had it for a long time. Some people go through menopause earlier on in life. I am 50, following the projection of my family, and I'm just now starting perimenopause. And the the sweats, the brain fog, the not knowing if your cycle is going to come, but you're still having the feelings, all the things, it will play with you. And when you get to a certain age, it's like, I am not the one to be played with, even that. Even that. But then when that emotion came up, I did not expect it. I did not expect to feel that type of way. I did not expect to feel a little lost, a little helpless, if you will, because of the uncertainty, but I did acknowledge it. One thing I will say is, give yourself permission to mourn, because it's the loss of something that's been with you for a long time. And so you sit in it, and it's okay. It really is okay, because it's the loss of, I'm not going to have any more children, and especially if you can't. That's even worse, because it's like, wow, that's not even a possibility. Yes, of course, the Lord can intervene, and He still perform miracles. I am a faith walker, believer, talker. God still performs miracles, even if you ain't got nothing there. And that's really bad English. But God still perform miracles. But it is the loss of a thing, and the knowing that it's upon you. And one day, like with perimenopause, like for me, after almost 4 weeks, she finally came, and I was like, really. But she may show up and she may not. But when you get into menopause, it's nothing. Nothing. So you know that you're approaching that loss. Um, and so you feel it. You do feel it. And I will admonish you just to feel it. Be in your feelings. It's okay. Write it down. Journal. Journal how you feel from month to month. Talk to someone. Therapy is also good, but also just talk to females that are experiencing and that have experienced, because other females need to know and other ladies need to know that it's okay to feel the way you are. And yes, that is a normal feeling, because like I said, you don't hear a lot of people talking about the emotional side of perimenopause and menopause. You hear the hot flashes and the mood swings and the weight gain and the acne and all of that. But the emotional side will mess you up. Your hormones will have you flip flopping. And especially for me, I am not, as my family says, I am not an emotional person. I don't ride on my emotions. And that's a whole nother story. I grew up with all boys, and I am like the oldest. So all boys, yes. And then my sister and I are almost 16 years apart. So I'm like mom to her. But yes, so the fact that you feel the way you do, and especially when that is not a normal for you, you don't know kind of which, like, oh my God, why I feel like that? Did I feel like that? Should I be feeling like that? Should I be happy? Should I be sad? You're like this. You're like this. But know that it's perfectly okay. And we're going to delve into it. We're going to delve into it. If this conversation, a little chit chat helped you and let you know that you are not alone, because you are not. If it helped you to see that other ladies are going through the same thing, we are. And if it helped you to know that you are normal, you are too, and that we will get through this and we will get through this together. You all leave a comment. Let's talk in the comments. Make sure you're following me under all social platforms, Naturally Chic. Like I said, I deal with fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And we're going to do a little chit chat and get to know each other better. I have a funny side of me that a lot of people that know me. I love to laugh. I love to enjoy life. But I love to encourage people in the way of the Lord, to let them know that you're not alone, that He's always there. He's always going to be there, and He never fails. Until the next video, you all take care and be blessed. I just enjoy